At The Food People, spotting food trends is what we do. As part of our research, we have recently visited the International Culinary Conference in New York. This short clip brings to you what we feel are the key messages, philosophies, techniques and ingredients that are big right now on the world food scene, illustrated by some of the global culinary influencers such as Heston Blumenthal, Charlie Trotter, Grant Achatz and René Redzepi, to name but just a few. So what are the key themes? Firstly, the use of skin. It may sound odd, but the skin of fish, poultry or indeed plants, if cooked correctly, can add flavour and texture to a dish. Nose to tail eating, which is all about the utilisation of the animal and discovering some of the hidden flavour and texture gems within the carcass. Sustainability, particularly in fish, agriculture and energy. Chefs giving and giving back has been big this year. Chefs working in communities to inspire and motivate young people and future chefs through various foundations. Sharing, which builds on one of last year's themes, chefs and culinary professionals sharing their recipes, techniques and philosophies in a bid to inspire others. Food skills and the need to understand the craft skill and cuisine before you tamper with the reference points has been referred to as being very important. On-plate presentation for taste, so the use of different mechanics to get food from the kitchen to the mouth in a bid to enhance the total dining experience has been discussed at some length. Imagine being able to eat without your hands or a knife and fork. Tradition more than technique has featured more heavily this year, looking back to tradition as a springboard for inspiration, perhaps using the same ingredients as in past recipes to create brand new dishes. Minority cuisines are emerging, with the likes of African, Swedish, Middle Eastern and Greek. In addition, personal cuisines are also evolving based on individuals' experiences, such as African Swedish or French Japanese. Species alternatives in fish and the need to consume the species that are faster growing and further down the food chain has been discussed by many chefs. And pork is very much the meat of the moment. The blur between the sweet and savoury kitchen continues to evolve. Flavours, textures and ingredients crossing those once staunch boundaries. Less sugar in desserts, removing sugar to allow other flavours to prevail within the sweet dishes. Fun in food, bringing a relaxed informality into the upscale dining room to allow the introduction of fun into food. The essence of earth, distillation of what is essentially dirt for visual shock and an earthy taste to connect the diner with the food and its natural environment. Sous vide, both for flavour, taste, texture and ease of service, is now being used by many culinary professionals. Less protein is also emerging. Not only smaller meat portions, but chefs getting more excited about the flavour and texture possibilities of an orange more than, say, a chicken breast. To understand more about these trends, what's driving and grounding them, and most of all how you could use these trends as a basis for new idea generation in food, visit www.thefoodpeople.co.uk or simply ping an email to helpme@thefoodpeople.co.uk.